we had so many versions open. So we're going to go to open, and we're going to open up 16 again. All right, there's our character. Let's open up here. This looks fine. Okay, so ARTv2. We're going to go to Recreator. And we should be able to just go to Build Rig. Let's see what errors we got, if we got any. So it looks like it's the files. Some files are missing. More than one object matches name. So we have, let's delete these locators. That looks like that's messing up stuff. Wait, what did it say? Now we're problem solving. More than one object matches names. Arm one hand mover. Arm, not arm one, arm L. Hand mover. Lock. Location, probably. So let's delete these three. 1, 2, 3. Delete. And then let's run this again. Oh, looks like it's making it. Let's delete all of those. And then we'll build rig. All right. All right. So there we go. So those locators that were made when we did edit setup. Oh man, so good to problem solve stuff. Oh, I feel like I should edit this video down and take that stuff out, because I felt like, oh my God, is it not working now? All right. So those locators that we saw in there that obviously were built when we went to edit setup so we can start the skinning process, they are probably there as like a keepsake for the program so it knows the location of where things are. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. But from here in this window, we saw there was an error of a naming error. So if it kicked off for that first name, if we deleted that, it still kicked off for another name, and it created more files. So we need to delete all those locators that were in our outliner, and from there, we're able to click build rig, and we're good to go. We're still on file 16, so we didn't lose any of our skinning. Everything should still work. So now what you want to do is you want to click continue. This is just saying it's going to publish your rig to the location so you can bring it in to start animating on. And so what you want to do here is you want to go and set in the publish settings. You want to, I already have it set for female. You just hit this plus sign and you can put female on there. This was the test I did. That's how I knew it worked, but I didn't know that I needed to delete those all of a sudden. So what we're going to do is we're going to do base female. mesh. We'll do it like that so it's consistent. And then you just click continue, because what it's going to do is going to build it down in here. So you click continue. We're not going to change our pose. I like the default pose to be at the 45. What this allows you to do when it's talking about the create rig pose, it's talking about going from a 45 to a T pose. You don't want to do that. You don't need to do that. Just know that every character you use, if you're trying to reuse rigs, you're going to want to make sure they all have the 45 and they all match. For any rig or any mesh you want to put on this rig again to reuse animations or what have you, you want to use this. I'm going to show you how to do mocap. Maybe we should do that just for the mocap, so that it works better, because mocap still uses T-pose for their initialization. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Let's click our left arm and our right arm. Well, I guess we could do one at a time. You do your left arm, and you can go out, and it should make it a T-pose. There you go. And then right arm, and then you make that a T-pose. So yeah, and you see, because our blending is already done really well, it still makes the mesh look pretty good, right? So let's leave this like this, because when you do mocap, you're gonna want it to be a T-pose for it to go well. And so we are gonna have a mocap version or mocap video, so I can show you guys how to apply mocap to this. And so let's leave this like this, and we'll do continue. We're going to go skip. We don't need this to be cut up. What this does is cuts up the mesh. There's our picture that looks fine. We'll click continue again. Everything, make sure you check everything on here. You can always go back and change it. Base female mesh, fine. Project, sample, yes, because this is what my project is. But make sure you're in the right project that you want to save it in. Group, female. And then revision type is 01. You can change this if you start doing more revisions. And then you just do build. Give this a moment. It's going to build out everything, and then it's going to have a pop-up that tells you that you can start a new scene and do a new rig in that scene to test it. So it's just working right now, and it should be doing its thing. Thanks for putting up with the oh my god moment of not knowing for sure if this was going to work or not. I didn't have to delete those locators any other time before, so that's what threw me off. Yeah, so that was weird. So this is still working. It's 91%. It's gonna look like it's crashing, which is, no one likes that. But it should actually be doing its thing. It's 91% there. It's probably building out a bunch of stuff. It says something about the joint breast mover offset scale. I haven't changed anything on the scale of that, so hopefully it doesn't get hung up on that, because that would suck. But it should be fine. There we go. It's moving. It's 92% now. But yeah, this takes a moment. You just got to let it do its thing. I recommend not having things going on in the background or anything crazy happening. All right, as you can see, it says 100%. It built the FK and IK rigs completely. No postscript to run for cleaning up. Everything looks good. So what we can do now, it says rig build complete. All right, let's go new scene. You can close this. Let's actually just let's close Maya, because just to be safe, I'd rather close Maya. Oh, and there's my screen. Who cares? Click Maya. Got a bunch of crap on here. All right, so now we can go back and we can